Now we will see indirect speech. Indirect speech we see if we do not quote the actual words of the speaker. Like in direct speech, what we were doing is we have to quote the actual words of the speaker. So indirect speech, what we will do is we will not quote the actual words of the speaker and give only the essence of what the speaker has said in our own words. That means we will not write the actual words in the quotation marks. We will just quote the words, and we will not quote, we will write the essence of the actual words in our own words. It is known as indirect speech. So now we will see characteristics of the indirect speech. The first characteristic is don't use quotation marks. Like in direct speech, we used quotation marks. These quotation marks will not be used in indirect speech. Secondly, the comma separating the reported speech from the reporting verb is not used as there is no quotation marks. So in indirect speech, when we are not using this quotation marks, so we will not use this comma which is used after the reporting verb. So this comma is also excluded if we will not use this comma, and we will not make these quotation marks. Both will not be made in the indirect speech. So instead of the commas or instead of the quotation marks, what we will do is we will use conjunctions like that, if, or to. And these conjunctions are used to introduce the reported speech. So we will not use these quotation marks. When what we will do, we will use conjunctions like that, if, or to introduce the reported speech. Now fourth rule is don't use question mark, exclamation marks after the reported speech or what the sentence is completed. We will just use full stop. We have to use only full stop. We have to not use question mark or exclamation mark. Use only full stop at the end of the sentence. So we will not use question mark, exclamation mark. We will only use full stop at the end of the sentence. So now we are going to see rules for changing direct speech into indirect speech. Okay. So first rule is the tense of the reporting verb never changes. Reporting verb, which we have seen here, look here. As soon as the sentence begins, this Gaurav said. So this said is reporting verb. This is in past tense. So this reporting verb, the tense of this reporting verb never changes. If it is in past tense, we will write in past tense. If it is in present tense, we will write in present tense. Or whichever tense. The tense of the reporting verb never changes. Second rule is if the reporting speech expresses a universal truth, a scientific fact, that which cannot be changed, or a habitual action which is going on repeated every day, which is habitual action, the tense of the reported speech remains unchanged. Now, reported speech, that means the speech that which was written in the inverted comma. You see, this is reported speech and this is reporting verb. This is reporting verb. The tense of the reporting verb will not change, and this is the reported speech. Like reported speech, what we have to do is if the reported speech expresses a universal truth, a scientific fact, that which you cannot change. So that is a universal truth which the whole universe believes, or an habitual action. Habitual means that which we repeat every time. So it becomes our habit. So the tense of the reporting speech, if it is a universal truth, a scientific fact, or habitual action, so the tense will not change. It remains unchanged. Now see, for example, he said, the sun sets in the west. This is a universal truth. The sun sets in the west. सूरज पश्चिम में ही डूबता है. So it is a universal fact. We cannot change. So you see, he said. The tense of the reporting verb is not changed. It is the same as it is. And we have used a conjunction that. As I told you, we have to use the conjunction that. So he said that. Now see, this is a universal fact. So it will be written same as it is. We have to not change the tense. He said that the sun sets in the west. Same sentences repeated. As it is written. So the third rule is, if the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, the tense of the reported speech does not change. Reporting verb, this reporting verb, you see, this if it is in present tense or future tense, then the tense of the reporting speech, reported speech tense, like this, This is a reported speech. The tense of the reported speech will not change. It will remain unchanged. Okay, like you see in the example, she says, I am thirsty. Now this says in present tense. So the tense of this reported speech, I am thirsty, it is present tense. It will not change. She says that she is thirsty. Both are in the present tense. So the tense will not change.